The advertisement Bloody Idiot is aimed at a young demographic as well as people who drink alcohol. The main issue which dominates as the theme of this advertisement is how drink driving is killing people at an alarming rate and leaving long-term physical and emotional impacts on those who have been affected. This advertisement also reflects on the major issue of drink driving, which is one of the leading causes of road deaths in Australia. This advertisement was produced by the Transport Accident Commission of Victoria in 2011, who promotes road safety as well as road rules. The advertisement, while being 6 years old, gives me and perhaps the general audience an impression about the importance of not drink driving and how its consequences will be devastating to many of those who have been affected. The characters portrayed in this advertisement includes a mother, a dead young woman, a paralyzed man with his mother, a prison cell inmate, as well as 3 men who are featured drinking in this bar. This also includes support characters such as ambulance officers as well as people at the bar. The plot is about people suffering emotional and physical impacts, which is all the result of the action of one person who decides to drink and drive. The advertisement is portrayed in the form of pathos, which is to appeal to emotion. The advertisement appeals to human emotions because there are many emotional and confronting scenes in this ad, which features raw emotion and very confronting images, such as the images of a mother crying because her son was presumably killed in a car crash, as well as the image of a dead girl. Furthermore, there was no statistics or any celebrities to promote or back up this advertisement. Together with the effects of raw emotion as well as the horrifying reality of the confronting images, this advertisement is well and truly a pathos advertisement. The message in this advertisement is telling Australians, especially those who are in the younger generations, about the consequences of drink driving. According to Forbes, Australia is the 4th worst country in the world when it comes to drink driving, with a staggering 30% of road deaths as a result of alcohol intake. As a result, the TAC created the title A Bloody Idiot to sternly warn the younger generations as well as those who often drinks alcohol that if they drink and drive and decides to drive, they will end up to become a bloody idiot who will be shamed upon because of their actions as well as the consequences of their actions. On the technical side, there was a variety of different camera shots used in the production. The TAC used these different shot types to highlight the different aspects and different impacts of this advertisement. Such angles include a close-up shot of the dead girl, which also later doubles as a bird's eye shot because it's been shot from the above, which highlights the horrific reality of someone's drink driving actions and how their consequences have affected others. Then, in the final scene, there was also a moment where the shot pans closer to the beers at the bar. The man who finishes drinking his beer picks up his car keys and is about to presumably drive. The TAC used this so that it can warn people that a split-second decision could mean the difference between life and death. Another commonly used shot type was the medium shots, which shows a paralyzed man sitting on his wheelchair and his mother helping him to everyday things such as turning on the TV. This shot was used to capture the long-term effects of car accidents by showing that many people who have been affected may have long-term injuries that their families may have to support them in every way. This shot was also later used featuring the bar with the people as well as the 3 men drinking. This was significant in the fact that it highlights that not only it is easy to fall into temptation, but also highlights that many fall into the same temptation, which is the result of the significant number of road deaths in Australia as a result of drink driving. Finally, as mentioned before, there was a bird's eye shot of an accident scene which also featured the close-up shot of the dead girl. This highlights the significant impact of a car crash by showing the wreckage of a car and a dead person. This allows the audience to think about the horrific reality of their actions if they decide to drink and then drive. Throughout the entire footage, the advertisers or the Transport Accident Commission, or rather, carefully edited the footage to show the audience about a snapshot of the different scenarios of what would happen in case of something like a car crash, which was a result of drink driving. It only features a very 10-second brief footage, 10-second footage, or rather, highlighting what it would be like in the aftermath of a car accident or just right after the car accident, coupled with the ending of a bloody idiot's blank, indicating that every emotional impact as well as physical impact was a result of the bloody idiot. The final scene also features a slow motion shot, which shows a man tossing up his car keys and is about to drive, showing that the instantaneous decision made by the man will have serious consequences in the future. The sounds in this advertisement was mostly diegetic, with a few exceptions of the likes of a fast-paced paranoid music at the end of each scene. Almost every sound came from something which was present on the screen, whether if it was the sound of water dripping, which was featured in scene 1, as well as the sound of ambulance, which was featured in scene 2. This allows the audience to understand how these events are very much existent and that the consequences are real. And these points are further emphasized by the paranoid music, which makes the audience aware and scared by the awful reality. Finally, the locations of the filming was all from everyday locations in our society without any artificial locations. The locations include a typical family home, which later turned out to be, which shows the laundry, or rather, a busy road, which was where the accident scene took place, another family home showing the lounge room, a typical jail cell, and a very busy bar. Which from a technical perspective allows the audience to reflect and think about that these car crashes can happen anytime, anywhere, and also once again reminds the audience about the reality. From the use of a variety of different camera shots, diegetic sounds, well-known locations, to the clear and strong messaging portrayed by the actors and actresses in this advertisement, the advertisement itself is a real depiction which is very effective to the target audience, as it allows the younger generation to think before they act and teaches them about the long-term impacts of the consequences of drink driving, as well as how not only they but their families will be affected as a result.